In our last video, we discussed how we can wreck our image or our reputation through our nonverbal communication. Today, we're going to talk about ways that we can restore that image if we were to commit an untoward act, or say an action that doesn't align with the way that we wish to be perceived. For example, let's say we're on the golf course and we want to communicate that we are a competent golfer and that, our buddies going to want to continue golfing with us because we're good, and then at the first hole we totally whiff the ball, right? Anyways, this is an untoward act. It doesn't fall in line with our desired image. So I'm just going to briefly hit up the different strategies outlined by William Benoit in his book Accounts, Excuses, and Apologies. And anyways, the different tactics are: first, denial; second, evading responsibility; third, reducing offensiveness; fourth, corrective action; and fifth, mortification. First, we have denial. Denial is broke up into two different ways that we can deny that we committed the untoward act. First is simple denial, which is just simply saying, no, I didn't. And the second one is shifting the blame. No, it was Gary who ate the last donut, right? The next one is evading responsibility, saying you're not denying that you didn't do it. You're saying, yes, I did it, but it's not my fault. Ways that we can do this is through provocation. Hey, I was provoked to anger, and that's why, because I was mad. So if people are mad, then they can say or do whatever they want, right? Or in other words, the devil made me do it. The feasibility, this one always makes me laugh the hardest. I don't want to say it's my favorite, but it's the one that makes me always chuckle. Be careful using this one. But basically, it's stating, oh, I just wasn't given enough training. I mean, had I been given enough knowledge on the matter, like if I was properly trained, then yeah, I would have made the right decision. So that's the feasibility. The next one's a really good one, if it's legitimate, okay? And that is accidents. Hey, sorry I'm late for work. This hurts my image of being a good, reliable employee, but in the middle of the night, a tree branch crushed my car, and so I had to Uber here, and that's why I'm late. So, anyways, once again, the responsibility doesn't fall on them, it falls on the freak accident. The next one is reducing offensiveness, okay? Yes, we did it, but it's not as bad as it seems, right? And one way that we can do that is by bolstering, or by saying, hey, look at all the good I've done. The good outweighs this one negative little thing, right? Another one is minimization, where we make the bad thing not seem so bad compared to something else. Like, yeah, I shoplifted, but it's not like I killed anyone, right? Yeah, comparing to death or murder, shoplifting's not that bad, so we shouldn't even worry about this shoplifting thing, right? Even though we're talking about other people's livelihoods. Differentiation, which is simply just reframing it into another context. No, I didn't steal their laptop, I'm just borrowing it, and I didn't ask. Yeah, when you gonna get it back? I don't know. And the next one is transcendence. Transcendence is very, very tricky. What you're doing with transcendence is you are saying, for the greater good, I did something bad. Robin Hood gives us an excellent example of that. Steal from the rich, give to the poor. Which, by the way, and this is a tangent, I'm going to try not to go down too far down that rabbit hole, but in the original book, Robin Hood, that phrase, steal from the rich, give to the poor, was never, ever mentioned, okay? Robin Hood's a story about standing up to a corrupt government who's overtaxing and spending unwisely. Nothing to do with the rich, but all about a corrupt government. Anyways, with that said, yes, he was stealing, but he was doing it for a good cause, for a better, higher purpose, and that's what transcendence is all about. The next one is attacking the accuser. Now, this attack can be on them personally, whether it's related or unrelated to actually what you're talking about. One of the popular attacking the accuser strategies of today is to compare someone to Adolf Hitler. I noticed that you part your hair on the side. You know who else parts their hair on the side? Adolf Hitler. So tell me, mein Führer, why else do you think we should go to McDonald's breakfast instead of getting a Starbucks bagel, right? And so anyways, now they're on the defense, like, well, I don't want to be like Hitler. I'm going to change my hairstyle, right? Anyways, that's attacking the accuser. The next one is compensation. Hey, you know what? I accidentally destroyed your mailbox, but here I'm going to give you some money so that you can get another one, and it'll be just as good as new. And here's a little extra for your frustration. Next one is corrective action, and that is basically exactly what it sounds like. You're correcting the action. If I destroyed your mailbox, okay, instead of going back to compensation, which is to minimize the offense, instead I'm going to tell you, hey, you know what? I'm going to replace your mailbox. I'll fix it. I'll do all the work, and it'll be good as new, like as if it never happened, right? And that's what corrective action is. And the last one is mortification, which is where we just simply express our sincere apologies. I am so sorry that this happened. Now, one of the things we have to do is we have to be careful not to become a communication nerd with this. And we're sitting there listening and be like, bolstering, transcendence, defeasibility, right? Don't call people out on the tactic that they're using, but instead utilize these tactics and strategies if you are ever attempting to restore your image. Thank you so much.